Take 4. I'm trying to edit myself down so my video isn't so long. I wanted to address what's going on. This is Stock Bro from the Bro Pit, by the way. I wanted to address and also just bring to attention what happened today. So I trade through the platform Etrade. This morning, there have been 10 million day trading accounts apparently opened in 2020. That has overwhelmed all of these platforms like Robinhood and Power Trade or Etrade and Ameritrade, whatever. Clearly, it has overwhelmed Etrade because this morning I actually was unable to even log on. I was logging on and it was spinning on my phone, and then on my Mac it was just a white screen, and I was of course like, Jesus Christ. But that said, and I was smashing things, and I'm on the Pacific Coast. So, when I start trading, it's 6:30 in the morning, and I've been up probably since 5:30, like today. I was up from 4:30. Anyway, that said, I was not in the mood to be fucked around with, especially when something like Facebook, I had short-dated calls. It was trading up to 285. By the time I was able to trade it properly and not have it was like using dial-up. I couldn't see things, and I was scared, and I wasn't able to. It was impossible. It was a nightmare, and that's what's going on right now because there's clearly, it's just there's so much going on now, and the whole, sort of market has changed, and they're not equipped to deal with it. And of course, it's like anything else. We'll open 1 million accounts or whatever, but the second all these 10 million accounts, as well as all the other accounts that they had, start to trade it all at once, they can't do it. And I think there needs to be some sort of recourse. Like, I want to be compensated. But so I couldn't even get out of some of these calls. And anybody knows if you have short dated call options, that means they're going to expire like in the next 2 months, and something is 4% lower, like a half an hour later, but you were struggling to trade it because your platform wouldn't open. I called Etrade about this, right? I called them to say what's going on. I have a platinum account. They were like, say platinum if you've got a platinum and you want to talk to your platinum representative. So I do that, and they dropped my call. They go, we're having technical difficulties. Goodbye. So I was like, oh my God, I'm who do I turn to? Like, there was nowhere to go, and it's one of those times where you realize like how dependent we are, or things that we take for granted that we're like, oh, but I can, and then you're like, no, I can't do anything. There's nothing to do. So that said, then after the day, so now I trade, whatever, I'm able to get, finally everything calms down a bit. And then I go to buy GameStop, and I'm not able to buy GameStop in after hours, which is, half an hour after the market closed. Now, trading in after hours with something like GameStop can be good because the moves are exaggerated. Because in after hours trading, which goes from about 1 p.m., Pacific time, and Eastern time, it's 4 to 7 p.m., there's less liquidity. So you get more exaggerated moves. It's supply and demand. So if you have a lot more buyers and sellers, whatever, since you don't have as many people trading in either direction, you're going to get a lot of big moves in one way or the other, especially a name like that. So especially when, like I said, when Elon Musk tweeted game stonk, that's all you need to do. And it was like up like 100% or something insane. It was the other day. It's just crazy because there wasn't much liquidity. So you can get a really exaggerated move. Anyway, so today I tried to buy GameStop, and all of a sudden I get on my Etrade, and I was trading, day trading AMC, of course. I'll admit that. Of course, why? You'd be a fool not to, with the volatility in these names. So I get a thing saying, we are not accepting online orders for this anymore. I'm like, what? So then 15 minutes later, I see that GameStop is $50 higher. I was trying to buy 210, it was 260. So I'm like, you've got to be kidding. I called them up, and guess what? They go, welcome to Etrade. Just so you know, we're not taking orders in AMC or GameStop. And I'm like, okay, and then I waited to actually speak to my platinum member again, and after 15 minutes, no one picked up. I've never had that happen before. So clearly, the level of service is plummeted with these. I don't know if everyone's feeling that with their own, with other, obviously I only know what's going on with my platform that I use, but I'm happy to take a steaming pile of shit on them and point out exactly how poor the service was today. And to say, this is crazy that you can't, I have put options. So, you have put options when you expect something to go down, which everybody expects GameStop to go down. So since you can't short, since there's no borrow to short GameStop, and I wouldn't short it because that'd be too risky. Remember, with options, you have a maximum loss. You buy a put option to sell it at a future date. But if you buy like $1,000 or $500 worth of put options, then most you can lose is $500. They may go through the roof and you'll lose $500. But, I bought some put options because I'm like, let's see if it goes down. It's going to go down at some point. This is going to calm down. Of course it is. So that I wanted to buy stock on the other side. That's like a hedge, you know. You have the put option that you'll make money on the way down, but then if the stock comes down in after hours trading and you're like, ooh, that looks like a good buy, you know, I'll buy some stock there. You know, I bought my put options when it was 300. Now it's at 210. I'll buy some stock, because you can't trade options in after hours. All this to say, it's so messed up that they're not allowing these trades. And I'll leave it at that. I won't talk about what I heard today, which was that Citadel's clearing Robinhood trades. Citadel and Point72 also like help out Melvin Capital, who went under, but who, you know, suffered this, you know, a true beating. And we got out of their position 2 days ago, which everyone thought that would be it. The thing is, why AMC and Nokia are also going up. My friends are like, why are these going up too? I'm saying, because these are consensus shorts. And when funds are all in consensus shorts, similar to when they were in a consensus short with Volkswagen, which I talked about in my other video, you know, they all end up getting, it's contagion. So as soon as one so they drove the stock up. The funds that couldn't handle it were forced out. The funds that could weather the storm a bit better were still in. But then as these guys push the price up, it's like up. You've got prime brokers saying, listen, you lost too much money in this position. Get out of it now, or we'll get out of it for you. And so that's the kind of thing that happens. And then the more people that are forced to buy, the more it goes higher, more people are feeling the pain. And then they're forced to get out of other short positions because they really just need to de-risk. And so then they're getting out of another consensual short like AMC or Nokia. And so they're all moving, and the more they push it up, all the other guys start feeling the pain, and then it eventually spreads to the ones who can take a lot of pain but are like, listen, like, it ain't worth it to me. I'm not, like, who knows, this thing might go up to $1,000 a share. Fine, I lost a lot of money, but, you know, I can still, you know, I don't want to, you know, I can take that loss and still be totally fine, so I'll take it. But the smaller guys, that really kills them, and they just get knocked out. And then, so that's what's going on. Also, you have to remember, these funds that are getting into these short positions, they're also forced to liquidate their longs, and the consensus longs are the FANG stocks. So you got Apple and Netflix and Google and Amazon, and so that's why you were starting to see some of those being sold off, because I think people were also liquidating the stuff that has gone very well and they've made money on. You know, they're just basically, you know, that's just how it works. You know, when you're de-risking and you're liquidating, you're buying your shorts back and you're selling your longs. And that's all I have for now. This is Stock Bro from the Bro Pit. Click subscribe if this was useful. Somebody asked me about doing a 101 lingo on, you know, trading and what the lingo traders use. So maybe I'll do that soon. All right, guys. Peace out. Goodbye and good luck.